free transfers are much needed for FPL Gameweek 19 as my defensive problems stack up. Help me get this one to 1,000 likes and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. I mean, I'd rather not talk about how badly my FPL Gameweek 18 went. I think a Gameweek rank of 11.5 million says it all. I only managed to get 9 players out as well, which was a tough one to take, and Dubravka's 11-pointer on my bench just added to that. Raya and O'Reilly were my only defenders because Timber, Ballard, Richards and Estev all missed out. I knew Richards was a doubt going into this one and Estev, but yeah, the other injuries certainly did not help. Ballard, a new transfer in for Tior. Into the attack, Wilson delivered. He was a doubt, so to get something from him was great. Saka delivered points as well, but there was blanks from Foden, Bruno G and Cunha, who was another transfer in, but he came in for Fernandes, who was injured, so that one wasn't too bad, and I'm still happy to hold him long term. In the attack, a blank from Captain Erling Haaland. Ekatike, another new recruit, got a return, but the outgoing player Thiago also did, so I finished on 30 points. My overall rank now down to 900,000, and given that I played my wildcard a few weeks ago and I've been carrying 5 free transfers, I've been feeling quite confident, but now I've only got 3 free transfers and I've got 4 injuries in defence. Things are not looking as strong. I'm starting to worry a little bit. Let's have a look at the form versus fixture charts then going into Game Week 19, and they make for interesting reading. Starting off with the form charts, and it is still Manchester City way out in front. Aston Villa continue to be up there with some big results against Arsenal, Manchester United and Chelsea in recent weeks, with Liverpool and Manchester United not far behind them. Leeds the other big team there before a gap to the rest. At the bottom end, Wolves, West Ham do not invest in these teams. The argument for having investment in Brighton, Crystal Palace and Sunderland is quickly diminishing as well. If we have a look at the fixture charts, these are filtered by attack, taken from Fantasy Football Hub. It's Spurs top of the charts with Brentford, Sunderland, Bournemouth and West Ham in their next 4, with Everton not far behind with Nottingham Forest, Brentford, Wolves and Aston Villa. Newcastle take 3rd spot. Manchester United are up there. At the bottom end, it's Bournemouth rock bottom with Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs and Brighton. Fulham are down there as well, and Aston Villa and Arsenal, 2 teams with decent form, are getting dragged into it somewhat. So if we put all that together to look at the combined chart, well, out in front, it feels like this has been the theme for the while. It's Manchester City. If you're not tripled up yet, why not? Manchester United in 2nd place. Do we need more investment in their side? Liverpool are in 3rd. So some big takeaways there. At the opposite end, Wolves, West Ham, Sunderland are the familiar faces. Let's have a look at my team then. 3 free transfers, nothing in the bank, and the defence is an issue. It's difficult as well because I don't know what information we're going to get ahead of the Game Week 19 deadline, which comes on Tuesday at 6 p.m. I think we've already heard that it's unlikely we're going to get a Arsenal press conference. Chris Richards has already been ruled out. Ballard, well, the Sunderland boss was very coy on his availability. Estev I'm less worried about because he is my 5th defender, but it feels like I need to make a couple of changes in defence. Where do I go? Well, for Timber, I could stay with Arsenal now Gabriel's back, but I feel like I need to free up some funds, so I'm looking towards maybe getting a Liverpool defender. Konate comes with risk because he is 1 yellow card off a ban. If he got that in Game Week 19, he would be banned in Game Week 20, which obviously would just be carrying the problem forward, but I feel like he's a good pick right now, so I am tempted by that move. Then I'm weighing up, do I get rid of Richards or Ballard? I am a fan of Richards because I've had him since the start of the season, and I think he will be back soon. Ballard we know nothing about. One of those needs to go. In terms of replacements, I'm looking to Manchester United. Dalot and Dorgu both been playing quite high in recent games. Dorgu playing as a winger in the absence of Bruno Fernandes. But Iron Heaven, 3.8 million, looks to be a bit of a steal. Man of the match. He could come in. I think it's a great entry point against Wolves at home. Like, he could lose his place in the long term, but in the short term, it might be a nice punt. So if I was to go from Timber to Konate and Ballard to Heaven, I would have enough money to upgrade Gu to man of the moment Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'm just weighing up whether this transfer is worth it. I mean, he's scored 7 goals in the last 6 game weeks, started the last 5 league games for Leeds, who are in great form. They're 5th in the form versus fixture charts. The entry point with Liverpool away, Manchester United at home, Newcastle away, I don't know if that quite sits right with me. And given the amount of injuries I've suffered in the last few game weeks, to clear myself out of free transfers, having had 5 a few weeks ago, to also give myself a benching dilemma, I don't know whether that sits right with me, but I feel like the Dominic Calvert-Lewin train is going to go off very soon. And, you know, even if I don't want him for game week 19, I think if he scores again by game week 20, everyone will be looking to get him. So I could make that move this week. It is in my mind. I think let's just see what news we get before Tuesday's deadline. Hopefully I don't need to make my transfers until Tuesday, as late as possible before the deadline. Now, because I am a little bit stuck with transfers this week, I have also asked Fantasy Football Hub for my recommended transfers. They recommend selling Timber down to Keane to free up funds, which would then allow me to upgrade Richards to Van Heck and Wilson to Rice, so I'd stay tripled up on Arsenal. So these are quite interesting moves as well. You can get your recommended transfers on Fantasy Football Hub. You can also check out the fixture analyzer as well with a Fantasy Football Hub membership. And over this festive period, if you don't get a green arrow, you will get next season free. If you're interested, click the link in the description to this video to sign up. If I make those moves, then this is how my team would line up for game week 19. Raya keeps his place between the sticks for Aston Villa at home. O'Reilly in the defence against Sunderland away, and then we'd have Konate in for Leeds at home, and we'd also have Heaven in for Wolves at home. It would be a double up on Manchester United with Kuna also in for Wolves at home. We've got Bruno Guimaraes away at Burnley, Foden away at Sunderland, Saka at home to Aston Villa. Feels like good fixtures there. And then in the attack, Haaland away at Sunderland, Ekitike at home to Leeds. And in the same fixture, Dominic Calvert-Lewin away at Liverpool with Wilson first sub on the bench. So let me know in the comments whether you think that is wise to make that luxury extra transfer to Calvert-Lewin, clear myself out of free transfers, use up more funds and bench Wilson. It is a big decision whether I make that move or not. The other decision, of course, to make in game week 19 is who to captain. Cunha is an option. Wolves at home, his former employers, is in good form. Haaland did blank in the reverse fixture against Sunderland. However, I think I'm still going to give him the armband. His away form has been pretty good in recent weeks. He's had the 14-pointer against Fulham, the 13-pointer against Crystal Palace. Obviously, he blanked against Nottingham Forest last time out, but he's consistently getting 90s. He's on pens. He's the best player in the league this season. So I think it's going to be Haaland captain, Cunha vice-captain. Get your dilemmas in for game week 20 then, and if you've enjoyed this one, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel as well. It's been an award-winning season on the channel for 2025. This is likely the last upload for me before the new year, so all that's left for me to say is Happy New Year. Thank you for watching.